Hey, it's Kelly from MXHideout. I'm going to show you how to properly tune the fuel mixture screw on a 4-stroke dirt bike. It's not to be confused with the idle screw, because the fuel screw controls idle to roughly quarter turn throttle response. That means it's the most important jet circuit for starting, idling, and low RPM throttle response. Some people, they tune it based on the best idle RPM or whatever they do to explain it. I find that kind of confusing, so I found a simple way to do it quickly, and that is basically testing it based on how it sounds and feels. On this Key and FCR carb, the fuel screw is right here. So this is the bottom front of the carb. This is the engine here, the airbox is over here. Stock, it has a brass flat blade screw. This is an aftermarket, nice, easy to adjust by finger. So if you do have the brass one, I like to use this Tusk FCR carb tool, but this one you can just turn it in. And the first step is just turning it in all the way to know where the position is. So on this one, it has numbers on it, makes it nice and easy to read. Otherwise, you just have to count. I usually go half a turn at a time, so I can see a 4 right there. I'll turn it in. There's a 1, there's a 2, and it stopped right about there. So it was about a half a turn out. You just go till it's all the way in. You don't need to tighten it very hard. So this is 0. This is all the way in, and then you just want to start at either, I like to start at the extremes, so half a turn. I already tested this bike. It was bogging. It was a lean bog because it was it had a little bit of a hanging idle. So I want to go richer. The fuel screw on a 4-stroke dirt bike carb controls how much fuel is going into the pilot jet circuit. So if I'm opening this up, I'm getting more fuel into the pilot jet circuit because the fuel screw is basically the fine-tuning adjustment of the pilot jet. This is why you don't want to just jump to pilot jet changes. You want to know what size pilot jet you need. So I'll tell you at the end, but basically wherever this fuel screw is set at, where the engine runs best, that will tell you whether the pilot jet is too big, too small, or just right. It might seem a little bit confusing at first, but I'll answer a few more questions as I go. So just find out where your adjustment was by turning it all the way in, and then either start at half a turn out or at the extreme end. I like to go 2.5 or 3 turns out. If you go more than 3 turns, there's not really much of an adjustment there, and you risk the screw actually falling out. So turning it out 3 full turns will be the richest setting for the fuel screw. So we'll go half, 1, half, 2, half, 3. All right, so that's 3 turns out. That's the farthest I want to go. So now we'll start it and test it out. And you always want to do this when the engine is warm. As you go richer on the mixture, the idle will tend to get lower. So if you go richer, you'll probably need to turn the idle up a little bit. And if you go leaner, you'll probably need to turn the idle down. So this is the idle screw here. It's on the side. Just turn it in to increase the idle RPM speed. Let me explain what I was listening for there. If you're brand new to carb tuning, you might be like, okay, what am I listening for? So, when I was revving it up, it was still bogging. Now, how to tell if it's too rich or too lean? Typically, a lean bog is when it goes, it sounds like the engine is dying, and the quicker you rev the throttle, the worse it gets. That means it's too lean, which means that it's not getting enough gas, and that's what this was doing. Another symptom that will tell you it's too lean is when you get that hanging idle. So I revved it up, it kind of hung there. It took an extra second or two to settle down to that smooth and consistent RPM. So What does this mean? Well, since I had the fuel screw just now set at 3 turns out, that's about as rich as I want to go. That means this pilot jet is too lean. That could mean going up a size, at least one size on the pilot jet, or it could mean that the pilot jet is dirty, clogged up from sitting. So I'll be pulling this out, checking it, and seeing if it's dirty. And if it is, I'm going to clean it, retest it. If it's clean, you can see light through the pilot jet hole, then I will be going up at least one size. And then once you do that, you want to redo this test again. You can start at half a turn out, and then go to 3 turns. And then whichever it is starting and running and idling the best, that is your starting point, and you go from there. And if you want a cheat sheet on how to do this step by step in just a few minutes, don't worry, I got a free guide. You can download that in the description below. So if I go up a size and I have it at half a turn out and it's still a little bit too lean, there's still a little bit of a bog, a little bit of a hanging idle, and I go out on the fuel screw to 3 turns out, a lot richer, and it ends up having kind of a sputter when you're trying to rev it out, or the idle, it drops down too low and wants to keep dying. That means it's a little bit too rich. So you want to be in between that half a turn and 3 turns out. Ideally, you want to be between 1 and 2 turns out, because that gives you a little bit of adjustment, rich or lean on both sides, for adjustment when you ride in hotter or colder climate, or you're riding up and down an elevation. So if it's between 1 and 2 turns out when it's starting, idling, and running the best, that means the pilot jet is the right size. But if it starts and runs the best when it's 2.5 or 3 turns out, that means it's wanting more fuel. You're going to want to go up in pilot jet size. But if it runs best when it's half, 3/4, just under 1 turn out, that means it wants less fuel. So you want to go down leaner on the pilot jet size. So for example, I don't know what this is stock for pilot jet. It might be 45. So if you want to go down a size, that'd be a 42. If you want to go up a size, that'd be a 48. At least that's how the Keen pilot jet sizing works. Was anything confusing? I want this to be as helpful as possible to a brand new beginner rider who wants their bike to run right. I know it's frustrating to have a bike that's running poorly, but you're confused and don't want to mess things up. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more questions. I'll make a future video on it, hopefully, or refer you to another one. But if you're not sure if your bike even has a fuel screw or if it has an air screw, because there is a difference, and if you think you have one but you have the other, you're going to be going backwards on the tuning, making it really confusing. So if you're not sure if you have an air screw or fuel screw, you should check out this video right here. I'm Kelly Fagan from MXHideout. Stop surviving, start riding.